This is Fiddler's Island. This is my avatar, one of them. This is David Davis Lyle. And when you start doing avatars, you actually end up having to do things like I bought hair, I bought the shirt. It's one of the things you get in this world, and you actually end up starting to do a lot of shopping, although you can do this for free. There are lots of freebie islands. I'm just going to back up and give you a little bit of a big picture of the island. I've got the graphics set at a very simple setting so that hopefully it will stay as smooth as possible. We have on the island here, an island is 65,000 square meters of virtual space. And what I did, when you get an island, basically it's just it's either just water and you have to actually raise the ground up, or you have the ground raised up a bit and then you have to go in and you terraform it, get it to look like you want. Once I started getting it to look like I wanted it to look, I actually went in and started shopping for some starter buildings, and I bought some tiki huts and then adapted them for the buildings here and for the deck. The trees and the flowers I made myself, and then just created everything on the island. And this is a tropical conference center. So what we've got on this side, I'm just going to walk down here, and you'll notice things start to res as I walk around, because I've got it set again so that in order to make the graphics work smoother for this presentation, set so that it doesn't start to res up until you get within a certain distance. But here around the lagoon, we've got two small group tiki huts. Each one holds up to 14 people with a couple of chairs, extra chairs on the deck. So we have two of those. So you can have two meetings going on there simultaneously. And then at the same time, you can have meetings going on in the auditorium. And so we're going to head over to the auditorium. The auditorium actually holds a little over 70 people, and that's really a large group to have on an island at one time. When they have conferences like the educational conference last May, where they had over 1,000 people, as actually several islands worked together so that folks went to their sessions, signed up for sessions, and then went to the islands that they registered for sessions for. So if this island were a part of a conference that was larger than, say, 70 people, then folks would sign up for activities here on this island. So I'm going to go pick a chair over here and sit down on it. And once you're sitting in a room, you notice I can just move around like this, but also I have camera controls like I was using a while ago. So what I do and what I see is going to be completely different from what the other avatars are seeing. So I don't control what they see, just what's coming up on my screen. So I can zero in, get closer to the screen here, which this is our whiteboard screen, which is where we do our PowerPoint presentations. And then also we've got a screen here for doing videos on. So again, if I was showing a video, I could get close to that on my computer screen and then back up again. I can look around and see who else would be in the room, noticing the names. If I wanted to get the feel of being in here, and instead of seeing my avatar, I can go into what they call mouse view, and now I'm looking from within the viewpoint of my avatar. And I'm going to jump out of that, and we're going to stand up. We've got a computer up on our podium so that a presenter will feel like they've got their laptop with them. And the chairs and things that are in here, these were all freebie chairs. I got those at one of the freebie islands. It's one of the things when you first get into Second Life, you tend to do a lot of is look for freebie stuff, because you can have a free account. You don't have to pay for anything. But a lot of people, after they've been in a while, eventually do want to pay for some stuff. So we're walking on down the island here, and we're going to go, this would be one of our, again, our small group things, and this is how you'd get into it. Just walking in here. And then folks could sit down here. and either chat with text, or you can use voice chat. And with voice chat, you can use a headphone and microphone, and everybody can talk and listen to each other. So it's actually as if you're in a group there together. And I'm going to start flying because it's a little bit faster to get around the island this way. This is one of our groups of tiki huts, and in our tiki huts we currently have LCD screens and places for note cards. And what we're doing is developing videos to go in each hut that people can view on different subjects like technology for math and science, and that support reading and things like that. And one of the other things we have here, because we are trying to create a virtual world where people could go to a conference and not only go to sessions but have time to just go and socialize in this virtual world. So we have our dance floor, and you've got your great lights here, places for people if they want to just sit and listen to music and back. And we have our DJ stand here. So this is where a DJ person could do music, and music is a big thing in Second Life. I've been to a lot of concerts in Second Life, and it's actually one of the best practices that came out of the one of the presentations at the educational conference last May, was that a lot of universities and educational islands have some type of a music venue. And so we're going to fly. This is another set of tiki huts on this side of the island. And we're just going to cross back over the lagoon, and as we get over here this part will start to res back up again, and you'll see that we are back at the auditorium. Now, in addition to these areas, we've also purchased some additional islands that are actually just called open spaces. So if I were to open up a mini map, you would see here that's the island we're on, but we have an ocean to the northeast, south, and west where we can actually put other meeting areas and things in. So we've got room to grow here on Fiddler's Island.